Does my mic work?
My mic works now. Hey, everybody. How we doing there? Why are there so many people watching?
I don't know, but thank you. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in for Real or Fake Live. This is the weekly paranormal show from ParanormalWarehouse.com where we take viral paranormal videos and talk about whether they are real, fake as you know what,
Farts?
or needs more research.
What odds do you think you have that you're going to be able to not curse?
I mean, I did pretty good last show.
That's true. You did. This window is killing me in this background here. It looks like there's a floodlight positioned directly outside of the window, when in reality it's just like a normal sunny day. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it's not terrible. I feel like if you angled your chair a little bit, your big head would block the window.
We've
If you just
all
you scoot, maybe scoot a little camera left. You're right. Yeah, that would work.
All right. Well, let's fill everybody in here who hasn't watched the show yet.
I feel like I just did that.
Yeah, I guess you did. This is a rough start. This is a rough start, folks.
Well, if this is your first time tuning in, this is basically how we go. We do some viral paranormal videos. We are live on Facebook, and we want to know if you think they're real, fake, or anything else you could come up with. And then we get into some Breggy news, which we get into some paranormal news later on in the show. And then my favorite segment, we have some paranormal trash, where we take the absolute worst paranormal videos on the internet and basically tear them apart.
Correct. All right, so you want to get into last week's video?
Yeah, let's get into last
We
week's
had a
video,
couple.
Michael.
I'm going to play the garage video. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll play it and then we'll come back.
The evil flick the light again. Are you evil? Is that a yes or a no? If you're evil, flick the light again. Okay. Whoa.
Alrighty, we are back here. So we talked about this, and this video was like, I don't know, could something have flown up and this guy captured it? Was his acting terrible? No. But then it takes a turn for the worse real quick.
Real quick.
So go ahead. What are you run it through real quick?
Well, like this first, so what we're watching now is him like jumping back. He saw the thing move on the ground. Oh, it flew up. Now he loses his mind. Yeah, like this. If that video stopped there, I'd be like, oh, that's interesting. Maybe. But then we have this second video when he's not in there, and there's stuff flying all over the place that to me definitely looks like is staged.
It is for sure staged and staged poorly.
While you were playing the video, I was looking at some of the comments in the Facebook chat. Thank you, everybody, for participating. And 99% of the people I would say said it is fake. Definitely fake. Maggie just said good video, but I think the light thing is fake. Misty said pretty freaky. That looks legit unless edited. Um, Dawn said all are fake.
Yeah, I mean, yo, it could have, like, I don't know. This guy could have had some crazy experience in his garage, you know? And then this part right here happens, and all hope for the video just funnels into
Yeah, it all went to
diarrhea
garbage.
shoot into the toilet. You know what I'm saying?
Diarrhea shoot. Yep, that's exactly what it was.
Right. So these things start
So,
flying around.
so
It's
basically, we're going.
oh, so Breggs is real excited he got these panels from work, and he's been real jazzed up about it.
Paddles.
I'm not gonna lie.
Paddles,
If
Michael.
I
Paddles.
what paddles?
You said panels.
No, I said paddles.
Hmm.
I was excited to have them as well. Breggs lives in California, so I'll wait to get mine. Do I have one? Do I have one to use?
Yeah, man, I got
Why
four
did you
of
get
them.
so many? Let's give some away. We should give some away. If you want
Yeah, man.
a paddle,
See?
then I don't know. What should people do if they want a paddle?
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
All right,
We'll
do it
come up.
next show. We'll do it next show.
We'll come up with a contest for a real or fake paddle. Maybe we'll throw in a real or fake T-shirt. I don't know if you guys seen that.
Oh,
They're
you're getting crazy.
too. They're in our store.
You're getting crazy. All right, so people are going with fake, correct?
Yeah, man. Boom.
All right, cool. So we have a video that was submitted by the people over at Earthbound Voices Paranormal. We're buddies with them, and they're always willing to share their findings. And I find this very intriguing, and I always feel weird because people know that we know them, but like unbiased, you know, they sent the video to me, and I kind of don't know what to make of it. It's very subtle and not like in your face. So I tend to think that those things could be more legit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna play it. You haven't seen the video yet.
No.
All right, so I'm gonna play it through, and then we'll come back and I'll kind of talk it through because it's like I said, it's subtle, Chris.
All right, let's do this.
All right.
Can't wait.
I'm gonna let it play one more time. Look at the stairs. Focus on the stairs, everybody. All right, so the video played. What I hear at around this moment is footsteps, and then it almost looks like feet like appear and reappear as it goes up the stairs. And I would have instantly thought that it would be like a flashlight or something because they were upstairs at the time investigating. But it just looks so different. Like the flashlight looks like a beam coming from upstairs, unless it's a window like a passing car or something. But I'm pretty sure they said that this had not occurred the entire time that they were there. Like it was a one-time event. So I don't really know what to make of it. What do you think about it?
Well, I just want to clarify something. A lot of people are saying that's so fake. That's a person walking around. There are people there, and the flashlight coming down is actually somebody walking down from the team, correct?
Yeah, like if it's
Okay.
before that takes place, and it's like you can almost like see, I don't know, maybe they're like little lights or something. It looks like they're like bouncing up the stairs, or something is running up the stairs.
Right. Now, let me clarify something else because I can't hear audio on my end.
Right.
There is audio to this tape, and you're saying you heard footsteps, correct?
I think it sounds like it. Now, granted, I'll say
All right,
this,
but what
there are people walking around upstairs.
Well, that's what I was about to say.
Right.
So let's throw out the footsteps.
See you later, footsteps.
Let's throw that out for now. Now let's just focus on If you're wondering why I'm looking to the side, is I have another computer with the Facebook chat, and I'm looking at people's comments, and I'm also looking at it's a bigger screen for me to watch the video.
Right.
Um,
So what do you think?
I don't know. I gotta see it again. Hold on a second. It's replaying right now. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. To me, it looks like it could be two things
Mm-hmm.
that I'm coming up with at the top of my head. Some people are saying real, some people are saying it needs more research. Mandy just said, I heard footsteps going down, but the others went downstairs. Maggie said there were footsteps before I heard them walking. So my whole thing is it's either it can be something paranormal or a more logical thing is I feel like it might just be a reflection of dust in front of the camera.
Right. I would have thought that too, but it looks like it goes behind the stairs.
Yeah, but you could still have it where it's behind there and it's reflecting light.
I don't know, man. You have to be really close to the camera to create that like orb effect.
All right, so let's throw that out then.
I'm just saying.
My next thing is, what if the light they were using was just reflecting off something else as they were upstairs?
That could very well be the case. I thought flashlight, like it's got to be something with the flashlight. Yeah, sure. Maybe it could have been something bouncing off or reflecting from something upstairs. What are people in the chat saying?
Sandy says it looks real. Michael just said needs more research. I'm gonna go with Mike on a couple other people on this. I think it needs a little bit more research. I think to go back and not have anybody upstairs and not be walking around and not have the flashlight and just have this camera set up there, maybe for a whole night and see if you could recapture that evidence. Otherwise, I feel like there are too many factors involved in the sense that you have maybe the light reflecting off something while they're walking around. You can't count the footsteps really because they are upstairs walking,
right?
So that could be just noise contamination. Sandy just said it's not bright enough for the flashlight. I get where you're going with that, Sandy, but what I'm thinking is if they're walking around and they're shining the light and say they're just like walking, blah blah blah, and it reflects. Say there's a mirror in the hallway and they cross that mirror with the flashlight and it shines a beam or a piece of light towards the steps, it's not going to be as bright.
Right.
Maddie just says no, it's fake, babe.
Fake, babe.
I'm going to go with
have
more
that be a term now. It's fake, babe.
I'm going to go with needs more research.
Yeah, I guess I'll go with. I forgot that we have this really awful graphic. How's that?
Yeah, maybe we could work on. Maybe wanting some of the paddles, I'll change to FAP and
NMR
needs more research.
So yeah. Like I hope the crew from Earthbound Voices Paranormal goes over there and goes to this place more. They said that they had a lot of crazy personal experiences there.
Right.
So keep going back if they're gonna let you in. It's pretty.
Where
cool.
Where is this again?
I'll tell you right now. Hold on, I don't want to mess it up.
Yeah, don't mess it up, man.
You know what I mean?
Don't be that guy.
I am that guy.
Again, thank you everybody for tuning in and participating with this. This is the most participation we've had in a while, and it makes the show so much better.
Yeah, it does. So it's the McIntyre Villa in Atchison, Kansas. They said they were the only two in the building for the night, and they kind of like explain it as well. They say you'll see us come down the stairs shortly after. They called them balls of light. We had all kinds of weird stuff happening that night. You could tell the difference between our headlamps that we have on. So I agree. I want to see them go back and look for more stuff. So I'll go with NMR. Like I would, but it sucks. Like I wish we could have a camera on that stairwell while people aren't there. But then, like, what are you going to just set up a camera and leave? Of course you're going to want to stay and do the investigation and stuff.
Right.
So I actually have another clip that they sent me from this investigation in the basement, if you want to watch that one. as well.
Yeah, let me just get to one comment real quick. Matthew just said, I think Mike's haircut needs more research. It's messing up my viewing experience.
My haircut?
I think your haircut looks fantastic, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. Who's that, Matt?
Yeah.
How dare you, Matt? How dare you? Although I did go to, I'm assuming he's referring to, I just recently caught, I had very long hair. I went to a concert recently, and I was a little heartbroken.
Also, he said, for some reason, your audio is lower than my audio.
I fixed that. Just fixed that.
Oh, okay.
I noticed that as well. Thanks, Matt.
We want the best viewing experience for everybody.
Yeah, it's good when the audience, like, fixes your own show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're saying you're very quiet.
I'm back. I'm back up. I should be. Okay. Anyway. All right, so...
Also, the Mom Shoe says you look great, by the way.
Thanks, Mom Shoe. She always looks great as well.
People are saying maybe an orb. I feel like that's still a possibility. I get what you were saying, where it coming from behind, it would have to be closer.
Right, and don't you think it looks like something running upstairs? Imagine if like only a person's feet were animated in real life.
The thing is, it's tough because the video isn't, because it's so dark.
Right.
It's really tough to tell. I mean, I see the wave of it going up, but to me, it just looks like quick flashes.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
And that's why I'm thinking it might just be a reflection of the flashlight coming from something else. But if they could do more research and go back there and maybe recreate or see what happened, if they just put a camera there and nobody in there, and maybe if we get the same thing, that would solve the issue, and we could say that it is definitely 100%
real. Great. I like that word. Just not going to use words.
Like you. This is going to be like, this is like you with the whistle that time.
I don't know if I threw the whistle away in the move.
I hope to God you did. All right, let's get into that next video.
All right, so I'll play this one, and then let's move on, and we have one more real or fake video that we could save for the end.
Okay.
All right, so this video that I'm going to show is in the basement. I'll play it, and then we'll talk about it, yeah?
All right, man, you play it.
All right, now, Chris, it's going to take a little bit. It is a brief moment. Imagine looking just below the door, and this thing zooms directly downward. Very quick. Don't blink. Don't you dare blink.
So I'm looking at the top of the door.
No, the bottom of the door. Breggs, the bottom of the door. That.
You said it zooms downward.
Yeah, it just happened.
I didn't see anything.
All right, the video reset. Take your time. You want to look at like the middle, like imagine the bottom of the door and the end of the frame. Look at the middle area. The middle area. See a little zoom? See a little zoom?
No, I'm not seeing anything.
It's very quick. You keep looking. I'll talk about what I think. So
let me see if I see it on the bigger computer.
So when I was talking to them, I said that I thought it was probably a piece of dust, like really close to the camera, zooming past, just because it kind of has that orby feel, you know. They said that the basement didn't have much like dust orb situations and no insects the entire night. It was kind of like a singular event that took place.
Okay, I saw it on the bigger screen.
It almost looks like a laser pointer, like zoop, shooting
it's like
down.
It's like a quick flash of light that just.
Right.
Huh. I don't get orb from that.
Oh, see, I'm shocked.
Sorry for the pause. I'm watching it.
Yeah, I was watching it too. You missed it when you started talking.
Dawn says she sees matrixing. It is tough because it is a night vision camera, and because we probably have it zoomed in too a little bit.
Yeah, we do.
George says, I don't see anything. I'm going with fake. Maggie says looks like a face on the wall to the left.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's something probably zooming past the camera.
Yeah, I don't get much from it, to be honest with you. And I'm only seeing it once every like 3 times around.
Yeah, it's super quick and like tiny.
And Debbie, yeah, it is pixelating. It just goes so that we have it zoomed in more for viewing purposes, and I think the night vision also makes it harder.
So what are you gonna say?
I'm gonna go with needs more research. Really, I don't want to say fake because I really don't know what that is. Um, it is tough to tell. Yeah, I'm gonna just go with needs more research. But it is cool that they are getting interesting videos from going there. I just think to get more and maybe try to recreate it.
Yeah, I want to see more on those stairs. I'm intrigued by the stairs.
Nick, we are unable to slow it down. I apologize.
Yeah, and people always ask if we could like freeze it or whatever. It's just OBS doesn't like allow it to happen.
Claudia says she thinks it's real. I've seen that happen before. Vicky says I'm not seeing it. I had a hard time seeing it too, Vicky. Sandy says I don't honestly think it's anything. Dawn says NMR needs more research.
There we go.
So,
all right, cool. You want to go on to Breggy News? Look at Breggs just ignoring everything I'm saying here.
I'm not ignoring you. Yeah, we can go on to Breaking News. I'm talking to all the awesome paranormal people in the chat that are participating.
I know.
And I'm letting them know. Thanks, everyone. We have another real or fake video coming up in a little bit in the show. But right now, we're going to get into some Breaking News.
Wow, what an interacting champion you are, you know? All right, here we go. It's Breggy News time, everybody. Everyone's favorite segment of paranormal news, where Breggs tells the news.
What do you got first? Did you do them in order or no?
Definitely not. Definitely not. I don't know. What's the first one?
Whatever you want. Just pick one and I'll go to it.
This one.
Okay, I'll try to find that one. Yep, got it. All right, Seattle man says he's haunted by his paranormal past in Portsmouth.
Oh, no.
So this comes from the Virginian Pilot, pilotonline.com. In a small Seattle apartment, Cleveland, Tony Harmon's past has finally caught up with him. Now he's ready to tell his story. 56 years ago, Harmon says he was unknowingly swept up in a poltergeist phenomena. A boy living in Portsmouth house that became the center of some inexplainable events straight out of a horror movie.
Huh.
Flying books, a levitating mattress, cups, and saucers sailing by to crash and shatter. And yes, you can discount it all, as stories about the paranormal often are. But the thing is, there were some credible witnesses and media accounts. Over several days in September 1962 in Portsmouth, what happened to Harmon and his family was covered by the Virginian Pilot, the Associated Press, and other publications. A pilot reporter who covered the events declared he was reassessing his disbelief in the supernatural. Harmon now is 70, and he's had a rough and tumble life that has brought him some 2 decades ago to the Pacific Northwest. He was homeless for a time before finding a place at a low-income housing facility for seniors in Seattle. What finally has Harmon talking about his past is a woman named Mary Brett, 73, of Dade City, Florida. She also grew up in Portsmouth and was a teen when the inexplainable events took place in her hometown. Now retired from a job as a healthcare recruiter for hospitals and agencies, Brett decided to dig into the events from her childhood and track down Harmon. She's quoted in saying, "I had so many questions. It became a passion that took up the past 4 years." She found relatives of Harmon, looked up his school records, looked up newspaper stories, ads in newspapers, searched in libraries, and even paid for a background search. Brett finally got lucky when she posted on a Facebook page about Portsmouth's history, asking if anybody knew of Harmon's whereabouts. Somebody on the Facebook page told her that Harmon himself was on Facebook. On July 2017, Harmon posted on his Facebook page, quote, "I will always carry around with me until the day that I die the true story."
So what's the story? Hold on. I have a picture from back in the day. So what was this? Like a popular haunting?
In September 1962, when he was 13, Harmon was living with his great-great-grandparents, Annie and Charlie Daughtry, in a single-story rental home. He remembers the first incident. Quote, "I was coming home from school. Some guys were chasing me, probably because I had girls hanging around me all the time," says Harmon. So he was a pimp. "I ran up the stairs on the porch. The screen door was open, and I dropped my books on the floor. I could smell Grandma cooking in the back, fresh apple pie. Then," quote, "the books flew over the top of my head," my grandma said. "What are you doing, throwing books all over?" I said I didn't throw them. She thought I was fibbing and sat me in the corner. Then the next afternoon, I was sitting on the floor in the living room, and grandfather and grandma had their pipes. They both smoked those corncob pipes. They had the tobacco can sitting up on the mantle to keep me from getting after it. I was sitting there wondering where I can get tobacco when the can flipped over, rolled on the floor. My grandma was stunned. There was no explanation. I didn't know what I had done. It excited me, made my heart pound. So basically, you had some things flying around, but they made a couple newspapers about it. Front
They
page.
did. There were a lot of pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, he's coming out now, sharing his story.
What do you think?
I don't know, man. I mean, it seems like you got a lot of attention.
That's interesting. All right. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
Harmon was interviewed by William J. Roll, a well-known parapsychologist with Duke University's parapsychology labs. Roll spent a few days on his investigation and concluded, quote, "The only thing that can be said with assurance is that there is nothing in the house itself to cause the phenomena," the newspaper reported. "The things only happened when the house was occupied."
Well, that's interesting. So they're saying the house by itself is, like, not haunted or whatever?
I mean, they just didn't get any evidence when people weren't actually there.
It's interesting. Okay. You want to go on to the next one?
On to the next.
All right, so I got a video to go with this as well.
Okay. You want to play the video first?
Sure. Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, you could play the video and I could talk over the video.
Yeah, here it goes. There's audio to the video too, so I'll let that go.
All right, then I won't talk over the video.
Shopping centre in Stockton. We're led to believe there's a lot of unknown things occurring here by different members of staff.
That's someone's storage.
Make a noise, whistle for me. I'm sorry, did you hear that?
Wow, really are a good traffic, buddy.
And then, the next time I see him, he's there.
Alrighty. So, what's this all about here?
So this is about a shopping center. Might not. Oh, this comes from, by the way, the Northern Echo online. A shopping center might not be the most obvious ghost hunting ground, but over the years, customers, staff, and security have made countless reports of paranormal activity in the retail space. Strange noises or misplaced products can easily be brushed off by skeptics, but at the Castlegate Shopping Center, there could be much more to the ghoulish goings-on and the tales of terror told within its walls. The Castle Gate in the heart of Stockton stands on the grounds of a Norman castle belonging to the Prince Bishops of Durham, dating from the 12th century.
The Prince Bishop of Durham.
How do you just build a shopping center on a castle or in a castle?
So, they took the castle and just made it a shopping center inside?
Yeah.
I feel like you've got to leave that stuff alone.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it would be a cool shopping center, but, like, why?
It's anyway. A real, like, BS human being thing to do. Where they're like, we can make money off of ruining this ancient piece of history.
Nothing's happening with this castle. Let's build a shopping center in it.
Oh, my God. That's rough.
So, since opening to the public, several ghost sightings have been reported, including strange music and sounds heard in the dead of night by security guards and others feeling or seeing something strange nearby. Karen Eves, center manager at Castlegate Shopping Center, said, Castlegate is made up from 2 buildings, Walker House, which is currently in use, and the abandoned Stevenson House, where the majority of the terrifying tales have been witnessed. Excuse me. The building has been frozen in time since it was deserted in the late 70s, while most of the furniture has been removed, evidence of once busy workplaces all over. Coffee mugs still stand waiting to be washed next to a kitchen sink. Break time magazines lie on tables to be read, and a rather sad-looking Christmas tree sits in the corner of one room. I feel like that's pretty creepy. And now, for the first time since the 1970s, the disused and abandoned areas of the shopping center will be open for the public to explore. The haunting event is being as an exclusive ghost tour charity event in aid of One Great Day, supporting Great Ormond Street Hospital and Middlesbrough and Teesside Philanthropic Foundation. Woo!
You're doing a great job.
Thanks, man. Ahead of the eerie evening, paranormal investigators Spiritus Paranormal spent the night in the shopping center while staring into an empty room in the abandoned Stevenson house where there is no power. The team picked up a ghostly figure using thermal detection equipment.
So hold on, let me ask this question here.
Oh, I was just about to ask you a question.
Well, so in this picture here, it's a person standing to the left.
Right.
And then the ghostly figure is that weird thing in the middle?
That's what I'm going with.
Okay. What was your question?
What do you think about thermal imaging?
I think it's something that is... You want me to go on a rant?
Yeah, man, we got time. Let's go on a rant.
So, there's, like, limitations to thermal imagers that I don't think people understand. So, like, you know the whole joke that you could fart and then you could see the heat of the fart on a thermal imager?
Yeah.
So that's impossible. It can't pick up gas. Like, it doesn't pick up the temperature of gas. So you wouldn't be able to see the fart. So... to see the heat, it has to be on like a physical thing. So like you could see that woman in the FLIR because it's her body like radiating the heat, right?
Right.
If you took your hand and put it on a wall, you could see your handprint on the wall because you heat up the wall, right?
Right.
So to like if paranormal things weren't, if they were picked up by the FLIR, they would have to in some way have like some sort of like physical mass to be seen. Like it can't heat up the air. You know what I'm saying? Which I thought is how it worked.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay. Lorna just said, could it be a reflection?
Yeah, you can. There are reflections in the FLIR camera. You can see reflections for sure.
Okay.
It could even be that person standing there.
Right. So we could say that's a reflection of somebody standing there.
Right. It could even be the cameraman. It probably is.
Right.
So, that's what I think it's going to be. I don't know. Oh, wow. Cold-blooded.
I mean, I'm not going to go all the way there, but that's the only piece of evidence they really showed in the article from there. Otherwise, you just have a bunch of stories.
Right. I think people just need to know how these things work. Like, I don't know. If ghosts are real, I don't know how they work.
And that's a bigger issue, is people don't understand how certain things work that they're using, and they just assume that everything they capture is paranormal. But that's a bigger conversation we've had many times that I am not going to get into right now.
That's right, Chris. I have a question for you. What do we do next? We have a plethora of...
Well, wait, I'm not done, man. We have that one thing up. You have the banner?
Oh, I didn't put that up. Give me a second. I got it. Now Chris is judging me.
I mean, I am judging you, but... All right, here we go. Just a heads up, this is going to be a new thing we're going to do during breaking news. We have a bunch of paranormal live shows that air live on our Facebook and YouTube pages that stream live all week There's a different show almost every day.
How
of the
quick
week.
was that? How quick was that? Boom.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, so what I'm going to do now every week on Real or Fake is showcase some of the shows that we have going on. So tomorrow, Monday, June 3rd, live on our Facebook page, the American Ghost Hunter Show will be live with special guests Shane and Michelle. So that will be on our Facebook and YouTube. Check it out. It is a special show. Yeah, so we'll be showcasing those.
That's right. Yeah, man. Do a little celebrate Pride Month and watch the American Ghost Hunter shows. Holla back, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so tune in for that tomorrow night. What time? 7 p.m. Eastern. 7 p.m. Eastern.
Right. We should know that. Right.
Let's move on. You want to move on to Paranormal Trash, and then we'll end this show with another real or fake video?
Yeah, do you want to do the polls? Like, what do you want to do?
Oh, yeah, let's do the polls, man.
I mean, I don't want to
I forgot about the polls.
force the polls. We can go through the polls pretty quick.
Another thing we do, well, we try to do weekly. Am I still live talking?
Yep.
I'll let that play.
All right, go ahead.
Another thing we do live weekly, if you're new to Paranormal Warehouse and Real or Fake, we do polls on our Facebook page, and we want to see what you think. This week's poll, we kind of put up today last minute, but we wanted to see which movie you were more excited for, the new Child's Play movie, the remake, or It Part 2.
Now, I didn't know it was going to be such a drastic difference here. So we put it up like pretty late, so we only got 223 people, but it is crushing it. It Part 2.
It ran with. Now, if I have to be honest, I'm more excited for It than Child's Play. Am I going to go see both? Possibly. But I never looked at Child's Play to be that popular of a horror franchise.
I loved it. I loved it growing up. It was one of those first movies that I saw that I knew I shouldn't be watching, and it kind of like scared the poop out of me.
Up a little bit. Yeah.
You know, it freaked me out as a kid. I mean, of course it's going to. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I love it. I'm rereading the book right now. By rereading, I got through the first chapter today, which is very exciting. So, but the adult part of it is like really weird. And like there's this whole like metaphysical beings, and it's like pretty ridiculous. I like it a lot. Some people don't like it. But I hope it gets weird. You know what I mean?
In the Facebook chat right now, a lot of people saying they're more excited for It Part 2. Matthew says he hasn't even seen It Part 1. It was very good in my opinion. I am more excited for It Part 2, I'll be honest. Gwendolyn said Child's Play it's not that scary.
I hope they make it. I mean, like Child's Play's pretty silly. It's like a doll murdering people. You know what I mean?
I like how I saw the making of it for the remake, and I do like how instead of they're not going CGI or computerized, they legit built a robotic doll.
That's what you need to do. That was the problem with It 1 as well. The first part 1 of It was it was so CGI, and it takes. I feel like horror is meant to be practical effects. And think about like how amazing things. I bet that doll is going to be like crazy good.
I mean, I still liked It Part 1 a lot, though.
Yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was a good movie. I thought the kids were great.
Yeah, I'm not a big movie person in general where I actually go to the movie theater, but that was one movie where I probably would have went more than once to see that movie.
Oh, damn. You really loved it.
I did. I liked it a lot.
Cool, dude.
Cool. Do we have any comments from there?
Yeah, I do. I do have some comments. So the first person was George, and he said, he's never seen the original, so why would I see the remakes? Am I nailing the emoji?
You are. Good job.
I don't know, George, maybe it'll be a new experience. Maybe it'll turn you on to the franchise to go see the older movies. I know after I watched It, I went back and watched the original. It was made for TV movie, right? It? The first one? I'm pretty sure it was, but it's great. So maybe it'll turn you on to go and check some of the older stuff. We got Dustin. All right, so tell me if I'm getting this wrong. Dustin says the new Child's Play movie looks bougie. Is that
Yeah.
is that the word? Doesn't bougie mean like lavish, like not lavish? What's the word am I saying? Lavish. Like I feel like a
Yeah.
big diamond
Yeah.
ring is bougie, right?
Yeah. Let's hold on a second. I'm gonna Google.
Now I'm afraid
Google
it's
the
like some
term
sort
to-
of awful slur or something. But
No, man, I think you're right.
but I just wanted to talk about that because I was a little confused. I don't know how it could be
According
bougie.
to the Urban Dictionary, bougie means high class, flossin' and ballin'.
All right, the new Child's Play movie looks ballin'. Let's
No,
go with that.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Paul
Oh, and
says
Matthew says the original.
what?
Matthew says the original It was a TV movie,
It was so good.
so that answers that.
Paul says neither remakes suck. So Paul obviously doesn't like remakes here.
I mean, I was never huge on remakes. I get why a lot of franchises are doing it, especially the horror movies now. Because Halloween, when they remade it recently, last year, it did really well.
Yeah, I liked it.
So I understand why studios are doing it, because I just feel like instead of putting money into a new project that could possibly just fail and like waste all that money, they're doing something that they know people are going to go watch and see, even if it looks terrible. Like all those Conjuring movies, the first couple were good. After that, like the Nun, I thought was absolute garbage.
Yeah, dude, they had like Insidious came out and I loved it. Like I loved that movie. It was original,
Right.
super creepy. I thought the first Conjuring was really good. And then they're just like, oh,
But
let's make
they know
some
people are
dollar
gonna go
bills
see
and
it.
keep it going. And then
Yeah.
it just turns into like,
They know people are going to go see it regardless, and they're not putting the time and effort and the value into the movie like they did in the beginning, because they know, okay, now you're hooked. Regardless if it's good or bad, you're still going to go see it to see if it's good or bad.
right. Like I love that. The first Insidious was like weird and like crazy story. It was freaking great. And then they just kind of let it poop out, unfortunately.
Poop out.
Poop out. All right, I got one more. Daphne says, both are a bag full of nopes. So
Wow.
Daphne's out.
Wow.
She's out. So that's it. That's what I got there.
Also, there's a new movie coming out with Bill Murray, a zombie movie. Do you remember what it's called?
No, Bill Murray he pretended to be a zombie in that other movie and he got murdered.
Yeah, I know. But now he's a cop. In
It's
this new
freaking
movie
hilarious.
He's a cop in this new movie that's coming out. Let's see if I can find it.
Is it a comedy?
Yeah, kinda. I can't. I don't have time to find it right now. But it looks funny. I'm gonna go see it. Basically, he's a cop in like a small town. Somebody says that bodies are leaving the graves and stuff, and then it's like this whole zombie apocalypse and people running around. But
That's fun.
it looks decent. Bill Murray's in it. I'll go see it.
Yeah. All right. Paranormal trash.
Yeah.
Alrighty, paranormal trash. So what this is, it's basically when I go on the internet and I try to find something that's trash. I wouldn't say this week is trash.
What?
I would say this week is kind of like fun. I wanted to pick a fun thing to do. Know what I mean?
All right, man. Let's see. Let's see if you.
So we already did a bunch of prank videos.
Yeah.
But I was, I was looking through. I wanted to find some more prank ones because they were kind of funny. But I found one specifically from Japan. And, they're brutal. Horrifying over there. So I'll play.
Alright.
You ready for the first one?
Yeah.
All right, so this lady is like, I don't know what she's told.
So this is a prank again, right?
Yeah. But then this little boy just appears behind her and scares her. What makes me feel uncomfortable is that for this prank, they just got a young boy and just said, all right, just stand in your underwear behind this lady.
Yeah. Take your pants off and stand here.
It's awful. So she's horrified. That was the least exciting. Because I would say that the boy's acting was, he was just kind of standing there. I would like a little bit more spooky. I'm being mean.
I mean, he didn't have to do anything.
He really did.
He was probably freaked out that he has to stand there with no pants on.
It's true. All right, so that one's not so great. That's the least exciting. This one's good. Imagine this happened to you. I would poop my pants.
Yeah,
It's not over yet, though. So this guy's freaking out. Look at how far he launches back in his chair. And then through the wall. Here she goes. Through the wall. And then bam! She's right through the wall. That is terrifying. Like, that's genuine horror for sure.
it's two different people because the one in the mirror is still there.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Woo! What would you do?
Oh, that so far is one of my favorite ones.
It's so good. I mean, what would you do in that situation?
I would poop myself.
What's the chat talking about over there?
Nick just says, love it. Allison said from the previous video, that's the boy from the movie from the woman that was killed by her husband for cheating, and the boy was drowned by the dad. Sandy says, the little boy looks like the boy from the grunge. George says, I would stand anywhere with no pants on. Just kidding. Nobody's commenting yet on this video.
You should just like stand around with no pants on.
I'm good, man.
You know?
Sandy said that's hilarious. Yeah, that's a good video. That's one of my top 3 that we've done on Paranormal Trash.
Oh, yo, the movie. Oh my god, why is my mic so loud? So, I don't know who's talking. It's the crew from Earthbound Voices Paranormal. They said that the movie is Dead Don't Die with Bill Murray.
Yeah. It comes out, I think, second week of June.
Cool. All right, you want to see another one? Last one?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we all know The Ring originated as a Japanese film. So they started playing like that creepy movie in the movie for these group of girls. I'm not quite sure like if this is a show or like what the situation is, but they're freaking out just by seeing the image. And then similar to the previous video,
Oh.
yeah, there she comes. Everyone's having a bad time. Now, let's talk about this. I've heard a lot of people poo-poo The Ring. I loved The Ring. I thought it was horrifying.
Yeah, the original Ring was very good. They made a second one, though. I don't remember the second one that much.
It was terrible.
But here's the story about The Ring when we went to go see it. So I believe I was with you.
Yeah. I was curled up on the seat right next to you, horrified. That was a long time ago.
So we go to see The Ring, and it's bad weather out. It was like storming, whatever. But we go to see The Ring. The Ring starts, and I think we were only maybe like a half hour into the movie, if that.
It was. I could tell you exactly when it was. Remember when they go to the father's house, like the old barn?
Okay.
And they see the mirror from the tape. She like sees the mirror, and right when the mirror is on screen, you're gonna tell a story. It just lights out in the whole theater.
So the whole power goes out in the theater, and the emergency lights come on. So now everybody's like, "What is going on? What's happening?" Then all of a sudden, there's a countdown from like 10 or 5 on the screen, and everybody just starts losing their mind.
Oh, dude, that whole group in the front just ran out of the building. They just ran out of the whole theater.
And one guy yells out, "Oh, hell no!"
People ran. People booked it out of the theater.
That was amazing.
It was really like ridiculous. And the movie obviously just restarted back up, but everybody was like, it was too much for that movie.
Yeah, it was pretty fantastic.
Oh, it was amazing.
It made the movie that much better.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Everyone was freaked out. I remember we went to 7-Eleven after, and everyone was all bugged out. Crazy.
All right, we got one more real or fake video for you guys, and then we're gonna head out for the night. So let's get that going.
All right, do you want to be? All right, I'll just play it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I gotta give it the old switcheroo. So what's going on here,
All right,
Chris?
so I found this video. This is apparently an abandoned hospital in Bedfordshire, showing paranormal activity in the south wing of the hospital. The video shows the door mysteriously opening and closing. Later, it closed hardly with a loud bang after opening a wide gap with a squeaky noise. According to the report, Hannah, who was waiting on call, decided to investigate with a fellow paramedic and headed towards the former mental wing of the hospital. As she approached the stairs that led to the ward, the door began to open and close with no visible assistance. It continued for about a minute as Hannah stood in the corner and filmed the moment quietly. According to a notice posted by the NHS in 2017, the Weller wing here, it was filmed, has been long recognized as an unsuitable environment for providing inpatient mental health care.
Oh, why does that always happen?
A spokesman said the hospital will retain the site for National Health Service use and has been considering different options. These have included using areas of it to host hospital services and leasing it to other NHS providers. So, Michael, do you think this is paranormal? Do you think this is real, fake as farts, or needs more research?
I'm going to say fake. I'm going to say fake. Because
Matthew just said... Go ahead, finish, and I'll read.
I think it's just wind blowing through, probably.
That was my assumption.
You know, I read it quickly when I went to go grab the video. It had like a little description. I thought the hospital was in use still.
Right. Well, I think the hospital is, but that wing is not.
Oh, okay. So, whatever. But I think it's just the wind blowing through. It happens all the time, you know? It like, does it look like a heavy wooden door? Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm going to go vote for wind.
Right. I want to read Matthew's comment, which says, I feel like this is fake. It's got one of those electronic locks on top, but it's not engaging. Usually it locks if you turn the power off, if you don't take the mechanism off from all I know. Yeah, usually those are either a locking mechanism or magnetized.
Yeah, right. That's what I thought that mechanism was too. I guess if the wing of the hospital is shut down, that makes sense. That it's not on.
Right.
So that's even more. You know, like they probably put that thing on so this didn't happen.
Yeah.
Or what
yeah.
was it? A psych ward?
It was a mental health.
They probably do that so people can't like go barging out.
Goose says, I don't know if it's fake, but it's not paranormal.
Yeah, I agree.
Allison says, old buildings have air flowing through from broken windows or air vents. I don't know about that just because it is a working hospital. It's just that wing is not being used because it was unfit for mental health, for a mental health facility. Lorna says, I think there's strings on it.
Oh, Lorna's going dark. She thinks people are faking as fake as could be.
Yeah, Nick says someone could easily be crouched down and just probably like pushing it from the other side.
That could be too.
You know, I'm going with.
All right, let's pull it up one last time. Oh no, I clicked buttons. Oh jeez. Fake it is, everybody. Fake it is. Well, listen. Good old Bergie Breggies. It's been a lovely show. We had a great audience today. That was pretty exciting.
We did. We did. It was a great show. Thank you everybody tuning in. It really makes the show that much better when we have a lot of people watching and engaging in the chat, because we could go back and forth with the comments, and it really makes for a better show. So we appreciate it. I mean, that's all I really got. If you want to check us out, we will be live again next Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern, again on ParanormalWarehouse.com Facebook page, and hopefully on YouTube. Today, YouTube was kind of screwy.
It says 7 people are watching.
Oh, well, I don't know.
I have no idea. It is being weird over there.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Make sure to tune in. We have a bunch of shows throughout the week. Cryptic Paranormal Show. We have Are You Weebs? We have American Ghost Hunter Show. What am I forgetting, Michael?
I think the Eerie Voice is next week. I think they're on there. Did they do it this week? I can't even remember.
I don't know, but tune in. We always post banners too for all the shows, so you can check them out and see when they're coming on. Make sure to tune into those. Those are great shows, and we also have live investigations happening every once in a while as well. So
we do.
That's all I got. Thank you for tuning in. We really appreciate it, and have a great night.
Yeah, you guys are the best. See ya.